Hello folks, Andy here, with something a little different. This is a smaller series in which I'll be talking about games that might not have a lot of content to talk about for a longer video, such as mods, indie games, or even experimental stuff. The entire purpose of these videos was to show off great games. This series is just another way for me to do so. With that out of the way, let's look at 8-Bit Killer. Released in 2008, this game was made by a guy called Loco Melito, a Spanish programmer dedicated to making retro throwbacks. 8-Bit Killer is one of them, and my personal favorite. As you can tell, it's a first-person shooter with a lot of influences. The color palette, for example, harkens directly back to the NES era, with age-appropriate sounds included. Though, the last time I checked, there was no FPS like this on the console. Gameplay itself is reminiscent of some earlier FPS titles, such as Wolfenstein 3D, since there's no verticality and each level is made up of grid-like corridors. The style and aesthetics of this game seem to take a lot more inspiration from old apocalyptic films, such as Mad Max. I mean, just look at these guys, how do they not scream Wasteland? There are about 6 weapons in the game and they all take the same ammo. Yep, there's another Wolfenstein influence. Aside from the shotgun, unlocking a weapon is pretty much an upgrade to your current gun. You'll never go back to that semi-automatic piece of crap once you unlock this baby. The weapons manage to feel fun to use, even with the minimalist style. Again, I love shooting 2D sprites in a 3D world. This is pure, simple, old school fun. Seriously, the combat is very good, and the AI shows off some intelligent design, no matter how annoying it is. For example, when you open a room, bad guys will actually run up and hide behind either side of the entrance, SWAT team style. So that's kinda cool. The bosses are actually fun to fight, though there's clear inspiration taken from Wolfenstein here, down to the way the boss attacks you, to what little cover you have to defend yourself. Still, they never feel overpowered. Health and ammo are strategically placed around each level. If you're running low, be sure to look behind every nook and cranny. On the topic of the levels, they're pretty good, if a little too linear. Maze-like puzzles are one of the most important distinctions for old school FPS games, and unfortunately, 8-Bit Killer doesn't quite pass the bar. There are puzzles, yes, but they are laughably easy. This is little kid stuff, like a room with 2 branching hallways, one of which is locked. Oh gee, which door should I take? And yes, even a Spanish-made indie game, partaking in an odd throwback to games and genres that didn't combine together in the first place, there is still the obligatory sewer level. I will say that in comparison to other sewer levels, this one isn't that bad, though I could have done without it. Aside from that, I have no real problems with the game. Well, maybe one. It's too damn short. Yeah, this game takes only about an hour to complete, which is easily its biggest draw. Apparently, a huge aspect behind this developer's games is the idea that you should be able to complete each one of them in a single playthrough. I guess that's kind of original, but it leaves me, as a gamer, just desperately wanting more, because the game is that good. I guess my problem with 8-Bit Killer only reinforces just how good it is. Keep in mind, all of Loco Melito's games are absolutely 100% free, including this one. I personally would have paid actual money for maybe a longer single player. But for $0, I can enjoy a good hour of fun, and so should you. So, if you're ever sitting on the couch, bored out of your mind, you got an hour to kill, seriously, give 8-Bit Killer a look. It's a fun little experience that fans of SNES games and old school first-person shooters will enjoy. And for that matter, check out some of Loco Melito's other titles. He has tons of retro throwbacks, each with their own tone and style. Give him a look. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you want to see more. Inspector out.